a nice group of students, though, I must say. I'm sorry, Mr. I'm a real stickler for being on time, as you must know. Spanish 1, most of your children are freshmen, and they had a quarter of Spanish last year if they were here, most of them. We're working out of a book called Espresso Day. They have a workbook as well. They should have a folder because I do have handouts from another workbook. And I get homework every night because there's so much to practice that I have even more than I would like to give. Do I have as resources for them? Okay. And homework is 10% of their grade. So you really don't want them to be slacking off on that because an 80 can turn into a 70 real quickly. I mean, I wouldn't let that happen because I get on the phone. If I do too many zeros in my book from a student, I let you know your child needs to get on the ball and get homework in. I get half credit for having it come in a day late. I don't give half credit if you did half an assignment. Okay? Years ago I did that, and kids were doing half an assignment, half an assignment, half an assignment. I said, no. You do the whole thing, you get credit. Okay? If it's not complete, I'll give you half credit the next day when you complete it. Okay? So that's that. Once in a while I collected and graded. I haven't done that yet in this class. Tomorrow is the first chapter test. So it's 30% of their grade. And I will do progress reports next week. So that will be the only grade that will go into that category. Is the test that is tomorrow. I have quizzes, projects. We haven't had big projects. We have little things that I call projects, like maybe a 10-point project. Little conversations they do, I put them in the project category. They've had 3 quizzes. Class participation, oftentimes we'll have things in class I count as participation, maybe a listening exercise that I'll collect in grades. But twice a marking period I do put in a grade out of 100 for your children. Say, do they participate? How well do they participate? Are they always on task? Okay. I don't have patience for a student who does not know where we are. Okay. I ask you a question, I ask you a question, I ask you a question, I come to you. Oh, I've asked 3 people the same question, and you don't know what I'm asking. I don't have patience for that. Okay. I'm going to move on because where were you when the 3 people answered their question? Okay. It's repetition, and you need to focus and stay with me in order to learn as much as you can. Almost the whole class, unless you're working on a little do now exercise or a review exercise, is oral. Okay? So come in, we'll do the homework, they'll take care of correcting it, and then I correct them in turn. They speak with a partner on exercises from the book. They repeat for my example. I have CDs, I have some videos that have little conversations on them, but it is using the language. At home, they'll do it written. Okay? They'll come in and then use it with me and with their classmates. Homework, credit. Please tell them to talk to me about assignments they need extra help. Okay. Quarterly assessments, you may not be familiar with them unless you have another older child. They have a quarterly assessment every quarter. And these 4 quarterlies make up a 5th marking period. Right? We'll have a project this marking period and the 3rd marking period. They'll have a test, the 2nd and the 4th. All right? I give them usually 3-week warning as to what I want from them on the project. So they will have a good 3 weeks to get it done. And if it comes in late, it's 10 points every day that it's late. So, and they'll have quarterlies in every class, be they project or test. And if they want to say to them, the end of the marking period is November 9th. I'll assign it. It'll be due around Halloween. In a week or 2, I'll assign it. And towards the end of October, you may want to say, what's going on with your quarterly in all your classes? Because some will be projects and some will be tests. So they want to be preparing for whatever they've got to do with the class. So, you have some? I teach French as well. I've been here a while. Would you like to talk?
How about Spanish?
What?
How they doing in Spanish? The class as a whole?
They do pretty well. Yeah.
They don't really write in Spanish.
Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yeah. That's what their homework always is. You know, they're writing sentences. You know, they started basically talking to each other, and me talking to them about personal information, you know, origin, name, age, email, phone. You know, we started with those basics, and now describing other people, introductions. These are much of the things that are on the test form. They had, I gave them some topics, and, you know, as I said, this is an introductory type chapter, dates, days of the week, a little culture, the verb to be, words with accent, subject pronouns, what to replace certain subjects with as far as subject pronouns go, because they need to know that when they go to conjugate the verb and put the right form of the verb in the sentence. So they're just picking up their sentence composition with the verb to be. And then we'll move on to the last word, conjugation. How fun is that?
How important is the accent? Like,
It's not
to get
crucial.
the word spelled correctly, you might have the accent on it.
It's not crucial, but I told them I am going to take a little bit of credit off for it. You know, we worked on it a little bit this chapter. We had 2 or 3 exercises on it. I said it's part of the spelling of the word, so you need to include it. I mean, don't tell them I'm not going to be outrageously hard on them as far as that.
Mark it wrong.
I will not mark it wrong, but they'll, you know, too many actions on there, it's going to